Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today in front of me I've got the Bloom Boutique beautiful paper, and I'm going to be using the Scalloped Blooms dies, which are, it's part of a bundle, but I wanted to use the dies because I'm going to make a big rolled rose for you in beautiful pattern paper. So, shall we make the box first? Yeah, let's make the box first. So it's going to be a little cube box that's going to finish like this and open out in such a way, and you can put little cute things in. It's a 2x2 by 2 inch cube, 5x5 by 5 centimeters, and your bit of cardstock that you need is 6 by 10 inches or 15 by 25 centimeters. Okay, basically you're going to score it at 2 and 4 inches, which is 5 and 10 centimeters, and then all the same all the way along, 2, 4, 6, 8, which is 5, 10, 15 and 20 on the long side. Okay, let's put that over there, and then fine. This is Golden Glow. This is our new in colour, and it's just gorgeous. I think it's a really beautiful shade. It's just warm and sunny and pretty, and we love it. Okay, so when you're finished with it in this way, it's actually going to fold around in such a manner. So these are the sides. So what you need to do is the outer corners, you're going to wedge into those like so. So all the way around, and also this middle one. So the only ones that you keep straight are the 4 that don't have an outside edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's show that again. 1, 2, 3 and 4. They don't have an outside edge. So keep those ones straight, wedge everything else. Wedge, chop, hack. All of those. So that's the first side, and I'm going to repeat the same along there. And feels like I'm wasting loads, but you know, I'm not. I'm just making this so that the box will perfectly close together, which is what we want. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to scooch all of those into the bin to the left of me. Right, so it's going to fold up in such a manner, so I need to determine which are my tops and bottoms to put my little pieces of paper in. So these are 4.5 by 4.5 centimeters, or 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 of an inch. And there is my rapidly running out. No, we'll use this one. We'll finish this one off. My seal. So there are 5 of these, and they're going to sit on the front, the top, the back and the 2 sides. So that is going to be the front, that is going to be the top, which is this one, this is going to be the back, and these 2 are going to be these 2 sides. And this is the, I want to say the paper's called Bloom Boutique. I hope it is. Right, and then while I'm here, I've just punched a little thumb holder with a really, really old 1/2 inch circle punch. That was very old. Okay, so we're going to seal up and bring all of these parts around and seal it up like that, and then the same on there. So I need to put glue in all of these parts. So I'm going to use my ever faithful tear and tape. Okay. Now I need to determine which is the front and the back, or the top and the bottom. Oopsie. So Let's hope I get this right first go. This is the base, so it's going to fold in like so, and that one as well. I've hesitated ever such just a second or two just to make sure I'm correct there. And then this is going to fold over as well. So that's the base of my box, which leaves this as being the lid of my box. I'll fold those round. And then this one. So that's the box all now closing up nicely, which is just very sweet. It's just a little cute cube box. Now I'm going to create a rolled rose. I don't know that I want to do the biggest because I think that's going to be too big on there. So I'm going to go for the second largest, which has got a nice little detailed edge, which you can see there. So it's every other one. It's got a detailed edge to it. And then more patterned paper. And I'm just packing some off. And then behind me is my cutting box. Oops. And I need, okay, what do I need from here? So I need a base plate number 1, then I need a clear plate, and then I need my paper, and then I need another, and then I need my die, and then I need another clear plate. I think that's all I need. It's been a while since I've used the big, no, I do need this one as well. I need plate number 2. Yes. Let's try that again. There we go. Just double check. Yeah, so that's die cut that out. So I'm going to put that away. And just move all of these out the way as well. And so what I need to do now is I'm going to cut an ever decreasing spiral in this, and you don't have to create any kind of pattern or template or anything. You know, we're making handmade flowers here, folks, and one of my sons has just come home with no idea that I'm filming, so he's probably going to wander up the stairs and talk to me. So okay, so I've created this sort of spiral now, and with a pair of tweezers you just start rolling and just filming. He's coming in and he's going straight back out again. You just start rolling and you roll the pattern inside. I can't pause my videos because I don't know. If I do try and splice them together, if I was to pause this and then go again and I try to splice it together, we'd end up with a pink video because that's what happens with the program I use. So yeah, I'm just going to remove that now and keep rolling, and I'm aiming to get the bottom part. Oh, they're walking off down the road. Yeah, I'm aiming to keep this bottom part lined up as much as I can. And just rolling around. And it's quite fun, it's quite therapeutic, and it's going to unroll itself, but I don't mind because I want it to unroll itself in a minute anyway. This is the kind of project that requires normal circumstances, a hot glue gun. Don't own one. I did very briefly, and then I just found I was never using it. So I've come to the end, and I had created this sort of, oh, focus on me. There we go. This slightly larger sort of circle part, but that's really just so that I can do this kind of wrap round thing. So that's my very tightly rolled rose, and I'm going to let it go and let it relax. And it's opened up, and yeah, that's a good size to go on the top there. So now what I'm going to do with my glue, I'm literally just squodging glue into some of these layers, and I'm just going to press and hold it. And yeah, so while I'm pressing and holding and hoping that that dries on me, these are the dies. So we've got all the different shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So there's 7 different scalloped edged circles, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 of these sort of patterns here. Well, there's loads. There's sort of labels as well. There is a stamp set that goes with it, which is this one that would fit into these various labels. And if I'd been, there we go, that's dry now. If I'd been sensible, I'd have done one of those as well, but I haven't. So I'm just going to stick that on the top, and I think it's really cute. And I'm going to put a little wiggle of glue on there. Find the front and press that down. And I'm going to continue to press that down so it dries while I put my scalloped circle back on there. And it's going to twang up because I've now used it. And that has dried on there. And oh, seriously, it's going to focus on the pair of scissors. I think that's really cute. I think that's lovely. And yeah, that's a nice, easy way. You can make flowers in all sorts of different sizes. I have done flowers in the past. I'm looking to see if I've got one of my wreaths nearby that's got rolled roses all over it. It's not handy, but I've made rolled roses for many, many years, and I love them. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.